immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop. They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Volunteers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Tigers offense will take the field first. And here comes Byron Brown. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes the handoff. It's Cobb. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to impose their will with the run. Might have a chance. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got his man on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And run inside. It's Washington. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Brown will throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Tigers are flying down the field. Here's a give to Washington. Makes a pass to Marker. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The keeper on the option. Breaks into the open. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Oh, they're after him. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Jackson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Well, what you know about Josh Heupel and this offense is they're explosive, and they always seem to have a dude outside at wide receiver. They normally have multiple guys like that. You obviously lose Chris Brazzell, a big-time playmaker, for the Vols. They're going to have to replace that, David, but they've done such a good job recruiting and developing. There's no question in my mind they're going to find guys that can go on the outside and hurt you.
They find those guys with speed, right? And they create so much space in this offense. Now, make no mistake about it. This is a run-first offense, and I love the way they do it, but developing that chemistry out wide, finding their new guys. They found them a year ago quickly. They stepped up. They made plays. Who's going to be their playmakers this season?
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On the ground, it's Bishop. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz here. Grabs it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Auburn offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, though.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive, just try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give on the counter. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Brown wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Slips through the line. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Vols want to crank the tempo.
And I know when we talk Josh Heupel offenses at Tennessee, we always talk about tempo and going fast and deep shots down the field. But, David, one thing we also know is that he is committed to running the football. And Bishop, after a phenomenal year, a year ago, running for over 1,000 yards, you know they're going to be balanced, and you know they're going to feature him.
They're going to feature him, they're going to run him a lot, and they're going to run him at a fast pace, right? That's what they've done, and they've been so good at it. And it's not just the early ground game that you got to worry about. It's the wear-out factor late. They usually commit to the run game. They committed to Bishop last year. He got over 1,000 yards and looking to improve upon that this year.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's
turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Looking to throw on first down. He makes a grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Volunteers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. And he surges across the line. Touchdown ball!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Keeps looking downfield. Got his man on the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Running inside. It's Pop. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Brown will throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. They'll give it to Washington. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a give to Washington. Could be enough. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his second touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
Extra point here will tie the game. Oh, and they blocked it. So a drive there of 82 yards, and it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Volunteers will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They'll try to spread out this defense on 2nd and 3 with a 4 wide-out set.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The short hands, it's Matthews. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The Vols go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football.
Upstairs to make the catch. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
So now it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Gordon. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Trying to get away. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Brown wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. This time he wants to throw. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's Johnson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Washington. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. The option, the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Fires to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Auburn.
And that's a backbreaker for this defense, Jesse. They were doing everything they could, trying to let that clock run out, force a field goal. They execute under 10 seconds left, and they put it in the end zone.
Yeah, how about the situational offense there too, though, David? Understanding the time and the clock and managing it absolutely perfectly. And now the decision, do you go for 2 and try to tie this thing up before you head into the locker room?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Running inside, it's Gordon. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Cougars looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Neyland Stadium. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As always, Holly keeping an eye on the injuries. What's the latest?
The Vols head coach told me coming out of the locker room at the half, their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Leaves it with the back. And the ball's free in the backfield. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now facing a 3rd and long. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Brown will throw it. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Cobb. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Makes the pass. Connection to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Pressure coming. Finds his big tight end. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. Fielded in the end zone, it's Dodson. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Matthews. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to get it through the air. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Running inside, it's Cobb. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. To the ground, he's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Brown wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
And, man, you see it again, and it's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Oh, he makes the catch. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run in the red zone. It's Washington. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Complete on third down. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and a first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time.
Snags it, and there's running room. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Gordon. There's a crease. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Might as well stick with him. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run the option. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football.
There he goes! He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The run inside. It's Washington. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Auburn going to work with another first down. They'll give it to Washington. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback may change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davenport.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air on second down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The officials have stopped the clock as there is an injured Auburn Tiger on the field. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Send the tight end in motion. Fires to the big fella. Just ran over it. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the Vols want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick.
Caught, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Volunteers will snap it on first and 10. With the catch, it's Matthews. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They're dealing with a second and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to run for it. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Volunteers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, it's Gordon. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Morris. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Bring in the heat. He caught it. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And it's gone!
is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Brown wants to pass. Working on the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Makes his man miss. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback.
Finding some room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. He's got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead.